Yeah, this power query is the one of the tool in the Power BI, and this is the first tool in Power BI, and this is the ETL tool. ETL means extract, transform, and load. So, to prepare a cake, the structured one, to prepare a cake, we need a raw material like a sugar, eggs, and flour. So these are the raw components, but we cannot prepare directly. So we have to transform it. We have to mix it. So like using some tools, we'll prepare the required cake, the beautiful cake. We can prepare it. So coming to the ETL tool, the data may be in Excel, data may be in text file, data may be in database, and data may be in MS Access database. So the different ETL components, data may be in Excel, data may be in database, data may be in text file. So we are getting the data from different data sources. We have to extract these different components and then transform the data. So transformations, like a simple basic transformations like a multiplication. Multiplication has a own logic, A into B, and division has a own logic. So these are basic transformations. But in the ETL tool, we will use the different transformations like a pivot, unpivot, transpose, conditional split, conditions. So different transformations, tools we will use, and we will prepare the structured data, and that data we store in the database. And from that database, we will prepare the reports, the business intelligence reports. And connecting different data sources. So here I will connect with one of the source, Excel. So let me connect with one of the file, the row transformation. And today we will discuss the transformations, like different tools, different transformations, and that category we'll discuss row transformations. So in that we'll see how to delete the duplicate records, how to delete the nulls, how to delete the errors, that we'll see. Let me connect with that. So you can extract any type of data. You may extract Excel or text because your Power BI supports many more data sources. So this is the file, Excel file. And in that file, in one Excel file, we'll have multiple sheets. See, this is one file, Excel file. In that we have multiple sheets. Multiple sheets we have. So among that, so here I have only one sheet. Let me connect with row transformation. So I extracted the data. Now I want to apply some transformations because in this data I have some errors. See, error is there, and also it contains some duplicates in the rows. So I have to clean the data. I have to transform the data. So data cleaning, data transformation, data modification, that you can do with ETL tools. So we have different types of ETL tools: SSIS, Power Query, Azure Data Factory. These are the Microsoft ETL tools. Of course, we have some other ETL tools also like Informatica Data Stage. So if you are familiar with one of the ETL tool, you can easily learn another ETL tools also. So my requirement here is I want to delete some errors because it contains some errors and also it contains some duplicates. So first let me bring this data to the query editor, that is the Power Query. So how you can come into the Power Query? So just click on this transform data. So you will redirect to the ETL tool, Power Query. See, the tool is open. See, tool is open. And now let's see the transformations. So what is the so let me compare the transformations. The simple one, addition. Addition has an own logic, a plus b. If I give the two inputs, if I extract two inputs, 5 and 2, so a plus b. So here the data is changing, data is transforming. 5 plus 2, 5 plus 2. The result, the business required data 7, you can load in the Power BI. So in Power BI, generally in the ETL tools, you will extract the different data sources. It may be Excel, it may be CSV, it may be text, it may be database. From the different data sources, you will extract the data. And then you will use the tools like a transformations, like a pivot, unpivot, deleting the duplicates. So these transformations you have to know. So when to use what transformation, it completely depends on the requirement. So if your file contains some duplicates, so you will use the transformation delete duplicates. And the structured data, table format data, the structured data, the table format data, you will load in the Power BI. And as I said, Power BI is a in memory. It stores the data inside the Power BI. Okay, so today we are discussing these some transformations. Now see. So this is my input extraction data, and these all are the extractions, the input data, and these all are transformations. And this is the structure data I'm loading in the inside the Power BI. So my input is like this. So my input is like this. See, it contains actually column header metadata, or column header is in blue color and data is in green color. It doesn't have the column name. But where is the column name? Column name is here in the first row. But the business requirement is this one. I need data like this. So for that, you will use Power BI row transformation. So today we are discussing only row transformations. So this is one row, this is one row, this is one row. So only the row transformations we are discussing today. So if you use first row as a header, use first row as a header, then you will bring this data here in the column header. The data is transformed. Data is changed. Now see here. Here I don't have the column name. I don't have the column name. Column name is in first record. So here also I will use the transformation, use first row as a header, use first row as a header, and immediately first record will come to the header. And whatever you did the action here, it is recorded here in the applied steps. Even you can delete the steps. See, you can delete the steps, and again you got the original one. So let me use first row as a header. Just click on that. See, it has created a step. So whatever you did the action here, the transformations action, it will be recorded here in the applied steps. Now let me come to the another transformation. So my data is like this. In column header, I have a data. I don't have column name. I don't have a column name. But in the column headers, I have a data. So that data is also important. It is a John record. So I have to use one transformation. Use header as first row. If you use this transformation, on this, you will get the data like this. Okay. See, on first row, you can see John record. Then you can rename the column names. This is the employee ID and this is the employee name and this is the employee location. So now you can rename the column name. Okay. This is another transformation. So that transformation you can see here. If you click on this, you can see use header as a first row. That's the transformation.
So sir, only we have only these two options. Either we can use first row as a header or header as first row. So
Yeah.
in case if some data is having the header in middle of the any row, there can be chances, right? Anyone has created data incorrectly. So in that case, how can we do that?
Yeah, in the middle of the data. So actually we have only these transformations, only these two. So that's that transformation I think we don't have, but generally we don't get with the data in the middle of the data.
But
That,
straightforward, we can say we don't have any other way.
yeah, that, yeah, only we have only these two transformations.
Okay.
So if we, I think in the future they may prepare another transformation. If, for example, I got it, your question. If it is in the middle of the data, so it's difficult actually. So that transformation we don't have here. So if I can jump from directly from here to the here. They given only this transformation. Use head first row as a header. Yeah, I'll check that anyway, but anyway we don't have that transformation. In the future they may prepare actually.
So from how many years Power BI has come into the picture?
Yeah, almost 6.5 years. Yeah. So let me come to the top rows and the bottom rows. So here in this, the bottom I have some junk data here. In the bottom I have some junk data 33 and 34. So I want to delete these bottom records. So here I have the transformations, two important transformation, keep the rows and remove the rows. So I want to delete the bottom records. If you click on this, you can see the different transformations. It is similar to the Excel. If you're already using the Excel, it is similar to the Excel. And here, let me remove the bottom records. So let me delete the bottom two records. Just click on OK. So bottom records are deleted. So similarly, you can delete the top records. So here, let me delete the top 10 records. So you can remove the top rows. So let me delete top 10 records. So that you can easily do it. And here, so these are how you can delete the top records. In the top one, you have some junk data. In the top first 5 records, it may contain some junk data. So you can delete the top 5 records as well. And also if you have any junk data in the bottom, so you can delete the bottom records as well. So like this, the bottom I have some junk data here. In the top also I have some junk data. So if you use the top one, you want to remove the top one record. So if you delete that, you will get the cleaned data. So these two you can use the transformations. Let me come to the next page.
So these are the methods how to cleanse the data, right? This is how we cleanse the data, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me come to the next page.
Suppose if I want to delete like a 10th row, 11th row, 12th row, means we can randomly select it like that and we can remove it. Is it?
Yeah, for that we, yes, for that we have a transformation here.
Yeah.
Remove the alternate rows.
Alternate rows, yeah, okay.
So here, for example, in this invoice column, I have some duplicates in this. So right now it is showing you 9 columns and 32 records. No, I'm telling only this transformation. Remove how to delete the duplicates.
Duplicates, okay.
So invoice contains some duplicates. If you can see the duplicates, if you click on keep duplicates, so you can see the duplicates. How many duplicates are there?
Oh.
There are 8 duplicates are there.
Okay.
So let me delete this step. So I want to delete that duplicates. So you can use this transformation, remove the duplicates. So I think, of course, there are 8 records, but in that 8 records, 4 duplicates are there. Okay. So after deleting so before deleting, there are 32 records are there, but now it is showing 28 records. That 28. Means four duplicates are deleted.
Okay.
And here I have 9 columns. Here in the column 8 and 9, I don't have any data. So you can click on the control button to do the multiple selection of the columns. You have to click on the control button and select the multiple columns, and you can remove these columns. Now it is showing 7 columns and 28 records.
Yeah, before that it's 9.
Yeah, yes. In this product name, in this product, I have some errors. See, some errors are there, some error data is there. So how you can delete that error data? So for that we have remove errors transformation. So you can use this remove errors. So because if you create with that error record, you cannot get the correct report. So I cleaned that error data.
So when I'm choosing that remove errors, so the entire row is getting selected. So,
Yeah, yes, entire row is selected.
okay.
So we can again give the raise, means we can raise the error to the team lead or client. So we are going to removing these records. So can you send the original record to me? So then they will again send that original record, that single record also. Because that record contains some sales amount or profit information. Only particular column we will get the error. So if we delete complete record means we lost particular customer sales and profits. So we can again send an email to the client. We are going to delete this record. So they will suggest you.
So in this way, we don't have an option to only remove the particular column data, cell data.
Yeah, actually, you can replace it. If it is error, you can replace with some blank data. So that we can do it. If it is error, we can place with the blank. Let me replace with 000. Do this one. And similarly here, even if it contains any blank rows, you can delete the blank records. And what about this alternate rows? Let me tell this alternate rows. No. So using these keep rows also, you can keep the top rows or you can keep the bottom rows. And also if you want to find out the duplicates, how many duplicates in the table. So you can keep the duplicates. And if you want to find out how many errors in the column or in the table. So if you apply this keep errors, you can get the number of errors. So now let me come to this keep range of rows. So from the given records, I need a specific range of records from 11th to 15th. I need only these records, the specific range of the records. So you can start here first row as a 11th one, and number of rows I want to pick up 5 rows. So you can use this transformation to get only a specific records from the range of the records. See? The specific range of records you can get it. Let me delete this step. So we have seen almost all these transformation. Even I have given the graphical way here, graphical notes. So this transformation actually I didn't use the remove alternate rows. I'll explain this remove alternate rows, that transformation tomorrow. So just go through these, all this transformation, how to find out the duplicates, how to get the errors, and how to delete top records and the bottom records. If any duplicates in the table, just remove the duplicates. Because in the data also we have some blank data, blank data. So you can also delete the blank records. And if you have any errors in that, you can remove that errors. So these two transformations we frequently use in the cleaning the data. Of course, this one also we will use cleaning the records. So here this transformation we have discussed, and also a remove row, a blank row, a duplicate row, and error in row. So only up to here we have seen the different row transformations. So you can create the technical responsibility, a simple technical responsibility. I worked with the row transformations like a header row, a remove row, a blank row, a duplicate row, and error in row. So how about these two transformations? The grouping row. So here I have the data. So this is my input. This is my original data. So my requirement is as per the technical requirement, client requirement. So they need Atlanta wise total salaries and Seattle wise total salaries they required. So I will use the transformation, group the rows. So for this we can write the SQL query, of course, but here we are not using the coding. Instead of writing the SQL query, we are using the graphical user interface directly, the group, the rows. So you will apply the group column is a employee location. So whenever you apply the grouping, so definitely we have to aggregate the measurable column. So you will get Atlanta wise total salaries, Seattle wise total salaries. So let me clear this. So here I have a product. So I need a product wise total amount I want to get it. So click on the product name and you can use the group by transformation. So let me first go with the basic one. Then later on we'll see the advanced. So I'm applying the grouping on product name and the aggregation operation. Let me do the aggregation operation. A sum of amount. So you can give the column name as a total amount. Just click on OK. So then you can see product wise total amount. And here I need a product wise total amount and number of orders also I want to see. So for that, let me click on this gear icon. This the step name is group rows. So just click on this gear icon and come to the advanced. So my requirement is product wise total amount. Of course, total amount I got it. And also I want to get number of orders. For that, I want to add one more aggregation. So the multiple aggregations and multiple groupings. you can add in the advanced. But in the basic one, you can add only single column group and single aggregation. But in the advanced, you can add the multiple grouping and multiple aggregation. Let me add one more aggregation. That operation is also a sum of number of orders, sum of quantity. So that is a total orders. So now just click on OK. Then you will get the total orders. This cycle total orders, it is displaying 10, and auto, it is displaying 14 orders. So let me do one more grouping. So for that, change the setting. So you can add one more grouping here. So I need a product wise, customer wise, total amount and total orders. So that you can just click. So it is displaying product wise, the product wise and the customer wise, total amount and total orders it is displaying. So this one you can create a technical responsibility. I worked with row transformations like a header row, removing row, blank row, duplicate rows, error in row. Of course, we didn't discuss the filter row. So that filter row we'll see in the tomorrow session, and grouping row. Because here you will get the interview question, what transformations you have used in your present project. I have used the transformations like a header row. So you can display, you can tell these response, you can tell these transformations. So only this question will be asked here. Of course, how you can delete the error records, how you can delete the duplicate records in the data set. And also one more question, name some commonly used task in the query editor. So this is our query editor. So what common task you will use here? Connecting with the source, and using a pivot, unpivot transformations, create the custom columns and write in the query formulas. So this is also one of the interview question. So these are the two interview questions from today's session. So only the remaining is there, filter row, and also some other built-in transformations are there. Built-in transformations like a date, text, and conditional column. So remaining the transformations we'll see in the tomorrow session. So let me stop the session today.
Yeah, I have a question, Mr. Venkat. You said that the querying rows, right? How do you do that one? That in the interview question, you said that the pivot and grouping and what is it? The query formula, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, actually query formulas here we can create. That is with the M language. The add column.
Oh, yeah, yesterday. So, yeah.
In the custom column. Here you can write the query formulas.
Okay. Can you show some example on that, please?
Okay, let me get the 50% total orders.
Okay.
Let me get the 50% of amount. So here I have the total amount. Here I have for each record, let me get the 50%. So can write the M language formulas here, the M query formulas, 50 and multiplied by amount divided by 100. So it's the 50%.
Okay.
So it's amount. So that you can create it. Just click on OK. Then you will get it will create a new column.
Okay.
Actually, this is a column transformation. So I created a new column, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Monica, actually I have to tell this column transformations. So I'll let you know. So
Okay.
I'll take another extra class for you for this column transformations. So only the first one is the column transformation, and this is the second class, the row transformations. I'll take another class for you. I'll inform you whenever I take the column transformations. So column transformations like a pivot, unpivot, a transpose, adding the new column, and I want to remove this column. Simply I can remove this column. That is also one of the column transformation. So I will share that video or I will take the class. Okay. So now
So
let
what
me,
else? Yeah, one more question. What else we
Yeah.
can do with the query formulas other than these kind of a simple calculations?
Yeah,
So
you can use the if else also, if else conditions.
if yes, okay.
Yeah, the control statement you can write here in the custom column.
Okay.
Yeah, that I will explain in this conditional column. So
Oh, sure.
this is this type of conditional statements you can write in the M language.
Okay. Oh.
So that I didn't explain. So whenever I come to that transformation, I will explain tomorrow in the built-in transformations. So
Okay.
the built-in transformations are text transformations and date transformations, and one more is conditional column.
Conditional. Okay.
Yeah, that conditional column you can write here. So here you can write the M language formulas. The same conditional formulas you can also write here in the conditional column.
Okay. So do they have any what is that specific syntax of doing all those stuff?
Yeah,
Like a,
yes. If else required a specific syntax.
Okay.
I'll show that syntax tomorrow.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Tomorrow's session.
So
yeah.
Tomorrow is a Saturday, right? Do I have class on Saturdays too?
Yeah, only tomorrow I will take. So is
Okay.
it possible?
At what time can you please?
Yes, the same time.
Oh, 11:30 to 12:30?
Yeah, yes. Give me only 45 minutes. Within 45 minutes, I can finish the class.
Okay. Okay.
So Sunday, I don't take the class.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Only Saturday, I will take.
Okay.